Turning up at an organisation and pretending you have all the answers before you understand is a big mistake.
Hello, I've got Tony Hughes with me again. Welcome back, Tony.
Hi John, great to be with you.
Hey Tony, you give advice to sales managers all the time, and particularly sales managers newly moved into the role.
Yes.
And that's the biggest challenge, most challenging time for typically a successful sales guy has just been promoted into a sales management role. What's the sort of advice you'd give a person just moving into that role?
Yes, so for anybody taking the sales management role in a new organisation where things are clearly broken, the advice I would give them is the first thing is go and listen to the salespeople. You really want to build rapport and trust with them. And if they're not successful, it's really because they're not good. There's some other impediment to their success. So go and listen to people.
That's great advice. And you know, the best sales managers I've ever known are the ones that really are on the side of their people, understanding what their issues are, understanding what the roadblocks they've got to being successful and getting the roadblocks out of the way for them.
Yes, turning up at an organisation and pretending you have all the answers before you understand is a big mistake, the same as if you did that with a prospect. And the second thing that I recommend they do is they go and listen to their best customers. Most people go and do loss reviews when they lose business to help fix the problem of competing effectively, but that doesn't help you build pipeline. If you're a new sales manager, you've got to drive revenue, right? So what I say is go and interview your very best customers and don't ask them why they bought from you over the competition, but ask them why did they buy anything at all? What were the trigger events that occurred in their world that caused them to decide that they needed to go to market? Because that'll give your salespeople clues about where they can go find opportunity.
And as you know, I talk a lot with Kian McLaughlin, and Kian talks a lot about the fact that we really need to understand why we've been successful, not just why we've lost. And
Yes.
That's what you're saying as a sales manager, new to the job, and a whole lot of salespeople is working with, go and talk to their customers and work out why they have been successful so that you can reinforce it.
Yeah, and why they went through change in their own organisation. About 25% of the deals that get lost from people's CRM systems as allegedly qualified opportunities get lost to do nothing. It's the customer just staying in current state. So we need to help the customer be committed to making the change and also to make sure that they've got the necessary funding to go ahead. So once our salespeople understand why customers change state, why they went to market in the first place, that'll help equip people to start to have a narrative around what they need to do as an organisation to change, what the business case looks like, where the risks are, and then you can start to lead with some insight.
Great advice, Tony. I think that would be great for the new sales managers, and there's probably more advice you've got to give. Let's cover that another time.
Great. Thanks, John.